Pay attention. Yes, you. Don't look away. I know distraction is tempting, but there's something essential you need to hear. Something that needs to be said clearly, without beating around the bush. Have you felt the emptiness? That space within you that remains? Even when everything seems right around you? I know exactly what I'm talking about. No, it's not weakness, nor exaggeration. It's your soul trying to be heard, asking to be filled with something real, something deep, something that you might have forgotten or never believed you deserved. You deserve love. As simple as that. Without conditions, without justifications, without having to prove yourself to anyone. You are looking for something out there, right? In the hustle, in the approval of others, trying to find what's missing in the most unlikely places. But the truth is, everything you seek is already within you. And I don't say this to sound pretty. I say it because you need to remember, because you need to understand. The love you expect, that you so desire, doesn't arrive because you feel incomplete. It arrives because you are already whole, even when you can't see that. So come and tell me, why do you still resist? Why do you still believe you need to be something you're not, do something extraordinary to be loved? It's long past time to stop that, to look at yourself truly, not with the harsh eyes of self-criticism, but with the softness with which you would look at someone you deeply love. Love is coming, but it will not force its way in. It will not invade your life as long as you keep locking the door out of fear of suffering, of seeming fragile. You need to open up. Accept. Not tomorrow, not when everything seems easier. Now. Because now is all there is. I know you feel it. Deep down, you know you are ready. But you need to decide. Decide to stop running from yourself, to stop believing that love is something that only happens to others. Love is here, at your door, and only you can decide to receive it. If you have come this far, somewhere within you, you know it is time to face it. Do not hide behind excuses or fears. What stands before you is not an abstract idea. It is a choice to live something real, something different. I know it is not easy. Opening your heart is risky. You have tried before, you gave yourself, and maybe you got hurt. Who hasn't? But understand, the love coming now is not the same as you knew. It does not have the same conditions, nor the same expectations. It is lighter, simpler, but it requires courage. Courage to be seen, to be accepted as you are, without masks, without the walls you built to protect yourself. Maybe you are thinking, what if I get disappointed again? That doubt is natural, but the truth, which no one likes to face, is that there are no guarantees. To love, to live, to feel, all of these involve risks. But they also bring rewards that you will never experience if you keep waiting for the perfect moment. Listen. You are ready. Even if your mind says otherwise, love does not wait for our permission. It only needs an opening, a space to enter. So, stop trying to control everything. Do not seek obvious proof that it will be safe, because it will not be. And that is what makes love real. Remember, no one is going to save you from yourself. Love, whether from someone, from life, or from yourself to yourself, will not solve your problems. It will walk beside you, add to you. But you need to accept that not everything needs to be fixed to be loved, that you do not need to be perfect to be seen. Now tell me, what's holding you back? The fear of not being enough, the weight of expectations, the voice that insists on saying you don't deserve it. Whatever it is, you need to face it, not to get rid of the fear, but to not let it control you. As long as you allow fear to dictate the rules, you'll be missing something that's so close. Yes, love is close, closer than you imagine. It might not come the way you expected, but it will be there in the small things, in the unexpected connection, or even in the way you start to look at yourself differently. It is here, and if you refuse to see it, you'll continue to believe that something is missing, thinking that you need to do more, be more to finally be worthy. Let me tell you, you are already worthy. You have enough within you to receive the love you deserve. No matter what happened in the past, the times you were rejected or left behind, that does not define who you are. What defines you is what you do now, what you choose to accept from here on out. You don't need to have all the answers now. You don't need to know how things are going to happen. You just need to be willing, to be open, because the love that is coming will not wait forever. It will not insist where there is no space. But if you allow it, it will transform everything. Are you listening? Can you feel it? This is your chance to change, to open up, to surrender to what truly matters. Because in the end, that's what remains. The love that you lived, what you allowed in, and what you had the courage to give. Now I ask again, are you ready to say yes? Are you ready to stop resisting, to stop hiding? Are you ready to let the love, be it from whom or where it may come, reach you? There is no right or wrong answer here. Only your truth. What will you choose now? Now, I need you to allow yourself to feel. Yes, feel. Without masks, without shields. We're not talking about something superficial. We're talking about a profound change that only happens when you genuinely surrender. And if you've paused to reflect, you must be understanding that change starts within you, not outside, not in circumstances, not in people, but in you. I know that fear is real. Doubt is a constant presence, whispering in the back of your mind, saying that maybe it's not the right time or that maybe it's not worth it. But I'm here to tell you that doubt will never completely disappear. Fear will always show up when something new is about to emerge. What matters is not eliminating these shadows, but how you react to them. You can let fear control you, or you can move forward with the courage to walk through the darkness, because love doesn't always present itself in well-lit environments. Sometimes it comes in the form of a spark in the dark. So, now it's your turn. This moment is about you, not about the circumstances around you. What you have done up to this point, how you have lived, all of this is bringing you to this moment. You are exactly where you need to be to make this decision. It's not a fluke. It's not luck. It's your chance to take the first step toward what you deserve. Life will never give you all the answers. That's part of the game. Control is an illusion, and if you keep trying to control everything, you'll end up missing the opportunity to live fully. Love, connection, surrender. All of this requires a willingness that goes beyond the mind. You need to trust the process, trust in something greater that is ahead of you, and that you may not fully understand right now. But it's there, waiting for you to open your eyes to what is already happening. Yes, you are ready, even if your mind tells you otherwise, even if your insecurity tries to hold you back. I know you feel something inside, a spark, a desire, perhaps small, but undeniable. The will to surrender, the will to say yes, and that yes is what will change everything. It doesn't need to be grand. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be true. Because in the end, true transformation doesn't come from a great moment of revelation. It comes from the small daily choices. The choice to believe in yourself, the choice to let love in, even when it comes in unexpected forms, from unexpected people, from yourself. Now, I want you to stop for a moment. Close your eyes if you can, and take a deep breath. Feel everything that is happening inside you. Don't try to control the flow of thoughts. Let them come, and then let them go. Look at the truth, even if it is painful, because pain is not the enemy. Pain is just the sign that something is being healed, something is being transformed, and you are worthy of living this transformation. This is the moment to set yourself free. Free yourself from the shackles of fear, doubt, shame. Free yourself from the idea that you need to be someone different to be loved. You don't need that. You are already enough, and that is the most powerful part of this whole process. So what are you going to choose now? Will you continue in this cycle of resisting, of waiting for something that might never come? Or will you take a step towards the unknown, confident that love will find you? The answer is with you, and it begins with a simple yes. Yes, I am ready to love. Yes, I am ready to surrender. Yes, I am ready to allow myself to feel. I know that the road ahead may seem uncertain, as if the future were an endless path full of forks. But let me tell you a secret. The road will never be perfect. It will never have all the answers. What it does have is your determination to continue, your ability to take the next step, even when everything around you seems like a thick fog. And that is what makes the journey worthwhile. It's not the destination, but the journey. Each small step taken with courage, each moment of doubt overcome, each time you choose to continue, even when you're unsure of what's next, the mind will try to convince you that you're not ready, that you need more time, more preparation, more certainty. And I tell you, what you really need now is to take action. The time will never be the perfect moment, and even if you wait for it, it never arrives. The only moment that truly exists is now. The only thing you can really control is what you do with this now. So, what will it be? Will you keep postponing? Or will you take the step? The choice is yours, and it is simpler than it seems. Simple but not easy. You have everything you need within you to become who you really are. And I'm not talking about perfection. Perfection doesn't exist, but authenticity does. There is the beauty of being imperfect, of allowing yourself to fail, to learn and grow with each mistake. Because it's in the mistake that you discover your hidden strengths. It is in the fragility that true courage is revealed. Yes, you can continue living as you are. You can stay in your comfort zone where nothing new happens. You can protect yourself from pain, the pain of taking risks, the pain of opening up to the unknown. But in doing so, you will be closing yourself off from life. And life is unpredictable. It is full of highs and lows, moments of peace and storms. But it is in the stormy moments that you grow the most. In moments of peace you only rest, but in difficulties you shape yourself. And when you shape yourself, when you allow yourself to be who you really are, that is when true magic happens. You don't need to know what's coming next. No one knows. And that is what makes life so exciting. The secret is not to have absolute control over what will happen, but to be able to adapt, to trust the flow, to trust in your ability to reinvent yourself. Life will test you. It will challenge you. It will pull you down from time to time, but it will also lift you up. It will show you who you really are and how much you are capable of enduring, of changing, of evolving. Now the real question is, what will you do with this strength that is within you? Will you continue to ignore it, hide it, or will you let it shine? Will you continue to live in fear of what might happen, or will you allow life to happen, knowing that regardless of what comes, you have the strength to handle it? I know your soul knows the answer. Your mind may doubt, but your spirit knows. Because in the end, the truth always reveals itself. And when it reveals itself, you can only choose one thing. Embrace it. You are not alone on this journey. Maybe you feel that way now, but the truth is, there are forces within you that you never imagined. There is a universal force, an energy that permeates everything that exists, and you are part of it. Love, courage, strength. All of this is something that connects to you, that flows from you, that is born within you. Now, it's time to make a choice, to take the next step. It can be small, it can be silent, but it's a step. And this step is all you need to begin. It doesn't matter the size, it doesn't matter the direction. What matters is that you are moving. And if you make a mistake, don't worry. There is no mistake that can't be corrected. There is no path that can't be readjusted. What matters is to keep going. Keep going with the confidence that you are exactly where you need to be. What you seek is already within you. It is in your soul, in your heart. You just need to allow yourself to feel. You just need to allow yourself to act. I know you might have doubts. I know you might feel afraid. But deep down there is a strength that will push you, that will make you move forward, even when the voices around you say it is safer to stay where you are. So, the question remains, what will you choose, life or paralysis? Don't worry about the details, don't worry about the path. Just start walking. You will discover with each step that you are stronger than you ever imagined. And in the end, you will realize that all the suffering, all the pain, all the struggle was worth it because you have become something more, something greater. And so, my friend, we come to the end of this journey of reflection. But remember, this is not the end, it is just the beginning. The real power is in your hands now. The choice is yours. What will you do with it? Will you continue hiding from your own strength, or will you let it shine, showing the world what you are truly capable of being? Life is too short to wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. You are more prepared than you imagine, and your journey begins the very moment you decide to take the first step. It doesn't matter how difficult or uncertain the road may seem. What matters is the courage to keep going, the courage to trust yourself, and the power of now. You can and should be the change you wish to see in the world. So why wait any longer? If you feel ready for this transformation, take the first step now. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, because I'm here to share more inspirations like this one. Comment below what you think about the topic of taking the next step and trusting yourself. What is preventing you from moving forward? Let's talk about it, let's reflect together. And of course, taka to leave a like. If you felt something when reading these words, this motivates me to continue bringing messages that can change our view of life.